Scorpio, this is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I am here to talk to you about March. Yes, indeed, March is a big month. We are going to have 5 columns of cards with 5 weeks covered, so that's a big deal. We are going from February 27th all the way down to April 2nd. That is a big deal. And we are programming the cards for you, Scorpio. So yay. We'll set these aside for a minute while I program these ones for the first week of March so that we can get you taken care of at the end of this video for the very first week of March. All right? We'll go in depth on the very first week. Yes, indeed. That's the one for this one. Now we're going to set these aside over here, and let's get into the full month reading. That's going to be 5 columns of cards, 3 rows. We are going to look at all of it and talk about all of it. Okay, so let's do this carefully. So the first row is where we are, the second row is what's blocking us, and the third row is going to be our solution. Very nice. So let's put these aside and look at this. Okay. What we have here in the first week of March, being February 27th through March 5th, we are looking at the 4 of Swords being the foundation of your power. The devil shows up as what's blocking you, so you might be sabotaging yourself. The foundation of your power is just simply saying that you are, we're dealing with some power stuff. You are looking to be in charge of something, or you already are in charge of something, but you're going to sabotage yourself. If you're not cautious and careful, you have this opportunity now that you know to not blow your world up by being over-controlling, okay? That's the devil telling you, don't do it. It will be a grenade in your life. The 6 of Wands is your solution, which is talking about taking your ideas and hitting the road to share your ideas. So you can, in fact, win by going somewhere else and sharing your ideas. Maybe it looks like it might be a teaching opportunity. That's kind of cool, right? Yay. So throwing your power around over here isn't really going to get you where you want to go, but going somewhere else where you can share your ideas is a better idea. Cool. Page of Cups is talking about, of course, we're talking about the week of March 6th through the 12th, and the Page of Cups is telling us there's more information about things that you care about coming to you, okay? So keep your ears open, allow for good things to come, and this is a good time for that. The area where you're blocked this particular week is in taking your power back. So try not to throw your weight around. This is not necessarily a time for you to be fully empowered. Maybe you're just going to be a listener. Maybe the best answer this particular week is to listen to what's going on around you so that you can handle it. And because by listening, you're going to find out that it's time to move. The Chariot is your solution. It might be a physical move, a personal place where you live. It might be a move of job. It might be a move of other things. So consider the possibilities of how movement might enter your life. It also might be just an intellectual move forward in how you handle things. So Interesting. This is a very interesting week. Cool. With that said, let's look at the next week, which is March 13th through the 19th. We have the Tower playing its role. The Tower is talking about how things have a potential to fall apart, but they also have potential to fall together. I know this last couple of months has been a little funny and a little different, and certainly you finding your way to a new place. So I'd like to consider this Tower being where things are falling together for you. Okay? This is the Four of Wands being where the foundation of your intellect may be blocking you. Because down here is your solution. You're fighting for your... The Knight of Wands has shown up to say that you're fighting for your ideas. And I want you to consider the possibility that if you're going to move forward in another new venue or new situation, that there will be pre-established requirements, and it's okay for you to fall in line if you want to be there at all. So allow things to become what they should be. You're falling together. Things are falling together in a good way if you'll allow it. You can get very stuck in a certain situation, Scorpio. So try not to get stuck there, and be ready. Be ready for things to be different, and in a good way, though. It's good. The next week over, being March 20th through the 26th, we are looking at the Three of Pentacles, telling me that you're doing some financial things behind the scenes, or somebody else is. They're trying to make sure that you are financially taken care of in the process of handling what's going on. Maybe what you're into now is going to have some new other financial benefit besides the regular payroll. Okay? So sometimes there's a little added bonus. Express that to yourself and see what's going on with that. That's always good. The Emperor is an area where you're blocked. So this is talking about personal foundations. So your foundation right now feels a little shaky and feels a little funky, and or maybe where you landed in your big move over here turned out to be a shaky lily pad, right? Blah. It's not solid. It's not safe. It's not right. You've been rocking, you've been rolling, and it's been kind of wonky. And maybe it's time to move from that space. Maybe you landing on a hard rock isn't the right answer, but let's look at it. We'll see more in depth what this means, because we're talking here about your solution being that you're going to need to open your heart and help other people in some way. Give from your heart when you're doing what you're doing. This is almost feeling like maybe this opportunity to teach that we talked about over here becomes something more, and of course maybe there's no big money in it, but you should be doing it from your heart more so than from to benefit your wallet. Okay? Nothing will quite match what you made before, so allow this to be something new and different with a different pay scale. Okay? Because the next week over, March 27th through April 2nd, you're going to be hard working. Something's going to be going on. You're going to be working. All right? There will be money to be made. This is the Eight of Pentacles, and you will be working, and that's a good thing. So pay attention to how that manifests itself and be good with it. It is going to feed your heart. This is the Four of Cups. It's going to make your heart feel good. You're going to feel solid in your base, in your whole core of your heart. It's going to be really good for you, and things are going to move quickly. This is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is telling me things are moving quickly in the right direction, and that's super cool. We'll go in depth on this at the end in other videos, but for now we're just going to go in depth on the first week of March. And I'm going to set these aside so that we can get to them quickly and easily. And these cards here are pre-programmed for this particular month and this particular week. So let's look at what's happening here. Oh, man. Whew. We got a double whammy. Double whammy. Right here. Right here. We have double doubles. What? Okay. So let's talk about that. Because this is the first week of March, February 27th through March 5th. And we were talking about the foundation of your power. The foundation of your power is showing that you want to take your ideas and go on the road. This is the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is here. It's part of your solution as well as where you're at. And the foundation of your ideas. The marriage of ideas. The Four of Wands is here, which is sort of the marriage of your intellect, the marriage of your brain. It's such a good deal. So I see this being like you have a new thing starting, and that's wonderful news. Of course, where you're blocked is that you could sabotage all of it twofold. You have doubles. But you're telling me that you are really, really sort of in a place where your head isn't quite right with it yet, not quite right with this new thing you're creating. Because you want to take your power back in the situation. You have the Seven of Swords here. And the Seven of Swords is saying, taking your power back is going to blow this whole tamale up. You need to go with the flow, bro. Go with the flow. Do not mess with it. Don't toy with this. Don't touch it. Let it be what it's going to be. It's going to be less than what you had before, and that's okay. This is your moment to do something completely different and be okay with it. It might express some new side of yourself that is, it's good. It's going to grow you. You're going to grow in this process if you'll let yourself do it. Okay? I encourage you to let yourself grow. All right? This is you. One more time, we talked about taking your ideas and going to victory. Your solution is to keep on going this direction. Fighting for your ideas over here, the Seven of Wands. You can fight for your ideas, but I'm going to encourage you not to do it. not to get all feisty too much, because there's a financial benefit in doing this. Maybe a signing bonus, whatever. But there will be some reason why this is all good. You're going to get a little financial bump in the process. Maybe that's what you're fighting about, is the money. But be aware that, ta-da, this is going to work out just fine this week, as long as you don't fight for power, okay? Ideas are one thing, power another, okay? Artistic license is one thing you can fight for. Power, control, not going to happen. So stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, Scorpio, excellent. Good week. We'll talk next week. All right? Behave.